Hey, everybody. I don't know how many people we got in here yet. Probably not much yet. And yes, we are doing a Saturday night stream. I am celebrating the conclusion of The Last of Us on PS3 because earlier today I finally finished that 100%. Could not be more excited about that because, oh, that was not a fun experience to do. So it looks like last night the last thing I got around to doing was talking to Yes Man, so keep up with the story. Hopefully, I would think it would take maybe a total of 4 streams to finish this run. Because even playing on the, what do you want to call it, the wild card storyline with Yes Man, where you get an independent Vegas, it takes a while. You know, it still takes a while. There's still some quests and stuff you gotta do. And now that we got people in here, going to pour a shot. This time I remembered to take the party pills before the stream. Because sometimes I'm smart and remember stuff, and sometimes I'm not.
The eyes of the mighty Kaiser are upon you. He admires your accomplishments. Any crimes you may have perpetrated against my lord requires your presence.
Alright, very cool. You again? How'd you find me here? When did we ever meet him before?
Seek Kaiser.
Yeah, seriously, how did he... I don't ever remember seeing him. Alright, so... Oh, I need to sell that. I forgot I had it. We can sell that eventually. Okay, so we've got that side quest. We've got... This is the main one, where we have to make contact with all the factions. And we can actually get started on this. Because a few of them are really, really easy. So we're going to start out... And where's the NCR guy that's supposed to meet with me? Or did I already talk to him? This one I don't even remember. We didn't stream... I don't think I streamed for that long yesterday. Maybe like 2.5 hours in-game. Start the timer. 8.5 minutes is my typical time.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry...
You don't need to be like that.
You'll get...
How do I have holdout weapons? I didn't think so.
Hello and welcome.
What is there to do?
Feel free to head to our club, Brimstone. Sorry, we don't have any...
No hotel rooms. Of course I look trustworthy. I don't particularly care, though, about your side stuff. Because that accomplishes one of the 5 objectives, I think it is, for that quest. I can't remember exactly what you have to do for what... I haven't played Wildcard, or I haven't played that quest line in a very long time. Like, the most recent one I played, like, a year ago was Mr. House. Because that's probably the one I've done the least of overall. So that gives us... So we need Brotherhood of Steel, the White Gloves, Red Rock, and the Boomers. Okay, so it is just 5 of them. That's actually not that hard. That isn't a bad idea to do. So let's go ahead and activate this, because it's the only way to progress at the moment. We gotta head down to Cottonwood Cove by way of Wolfhorn Ranch, will be the closest location. So how's everyone doing tonight? I'm very excited because now that I'm done with The Last of Us, there are a few other old games I can go back and play. Because I want to clean up the older Call of Duty games. Which I think, in theory, I can still do all of them in split screen or solo. If I ever had to, if the servers go down. And I think, out of all the games I have left on my list, Call of Duty games would be the last to shut down their servers. Because the series is popular enough, even on the older games, that you can still find matches, even if they're full of hackers and stuff. And I mean, like, with Black Ops 1, I still need a few Zombies DLC trophies. It's the same exact thing with Black Ops 2. Both of them, I'm not missing many in either game. Oh yeah, I remember you were talking about that yesterday. Why didn't you cheese it? It's the easy way to do it, is to, like, hide behind, like, glitch the game a little bit to where you can hide behind the doors to the battle. And then just pop out and shoot them with the infinite ammo pistol. It takes about 4 hours, but it's easy. Oh, looks like we are being followed by something, possibly. So, at some point I probably need to go back to the gun runners and purchase ammo from them. That seems like it would be a good idea for the 10mm. I don't think there were any other really good, like, high-quality 10mm weapons yet. Oh, okay, you never knew. I mean, I don't think I knew until I was researching the game a little bit. And I just got 25 XP, randomly. Okay. And I don't know if we're still being followed, because now that we have Eddie, he ups our perception basically to 10. Very, very useful. Means that perception is like the least useful special stat. Since in this game you can always have 2 followers if one of them is either Eddie or Rex. But yeah, I gotta finish up Black Ops 1 and 2. Black Ops 1's remaining trophies, a couple of the Moon ones are kind of luck-based, but not necessarily difficult. The only one I have left that's legitimately hard is the Shangri-La Easter egg. Not looking forward to that because I know it's hard. It's one of the harder Easter eggs in the whole franchise. At least for Black Ops 3. I don't know how the Black Ops 4 Easter eggs stack up. And then Black Ops 2, I'm missing at least 1 trophy from every DLC. Most of them being from Origins. Because I think it's just like, I need the Easter egg on Die Rise and Buried. Need a bunch of stuff from Origins. I don't need the Easter egg on Mob, but I do need some, like, 1 miscellaneous trophy that I'm surprised I haven't gone back to do yet. I don't agree with that on Black Ops 1. It's the only one I don't really agree with the difficulty rankings. Black Ops 1 is like a 3 out of 10. Or no, 4 out of 10.
Halt!
I don't know why I said 3.
You wear the mark of Caesar. You may continue, but be...
Sounds good. Yeah, Black Ops 1 is like a 4, maybe a 5 out of 10. It's one of the easier ones in the series. It's the only one I really don't agree with a lot of the guide rankings for. Because I'll agree with a lot of the other ones being, 6, 7, even 8 out of 10. But that one really is not as hard as people make it out to be. This Veteran has, like, 2 difficult missions.
Awe, are you...
I am.
The trip...
The DLC trophies can get up to a 7 out of 10, though, because of the Easter eggs. Black Ops 2 is harder. And then Black Ops 3 is harder.
By order of Kaisar, your belong.
Ordinary guys with knives and bullets, and they're taking over Nevada.
Well, yeah, but there's also a lot of them. Swarm tactics work. They've worked in the past, in history, and will probably work again in the future. See it in the Animal Kingdom a lot, too, so... It is interesting, though, that they reject a lot of other things, like a lot of the more modernized technology. I wouldn't remember the specific names of any of the missions. The one I remember being really, really painful was the Rebirth Island mission. Not the one where you play necessarily as Reznov. Or, no, as Reznov with Reznov.
You must enter Kaiser.
Oh, shut up, alarm. Okay, I'm gonna have you wait. Rebirth Island was the main one that was always difficult. And he's got a guard puppy. Look at the little puppy. He's so cute. Look at the puppy. He's also highly mutated. He look evil. Aren't you? Aren't you an evil mutated puppy? You want to play? I wish I had a tweet for you. Now you guys know how I talk to my dog.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's a man nearly killed. You arrive on the strip and you visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of when you set your mind.
I am ready.
The time is fast approaching when my leave. Before that happens, I want Mr. House not down the hill at the west edge. Inside the building is now that same sigil is on. Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size.
Sounds good.
Benny's theory, if I understood it through all the screaming, was that
all the
Mr. House
screaming.
stashed a gigantic robot to. So go to the. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows.
Okay, sounds good.
Go ahead and laugh, baby.
It is quite funny.
Yeah. Down to brass tacks.
He gave me the platinum chip.
Baldy wants... Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that... You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you... I made it so.
Sounds good to me.
Try not to... Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
To die in my sleep at a ripe old age after a marathon session of hey-hey with 30 sex-star broads. You'll set that up? Look,
that doesn't sound like the worst idea
That's
ever.
Why I'm trying to hand you my...
I haven't made up my mind just yet. So that's cool.
Spreading stories about the turtle.
We get to decide how he dies later. Yeah, Heart of the Reich was a bad one, and World at War is a hard one. I mean, that's one of the hardest Call of Duties. And it's more just because it's unfair because of the veteran difficulty. Alright. You can follow me. Like, the Brotherhood's never really dealt with the Legion because they've been underground for the last however long. I finished it today, actually. You must have just joined into the stream. That's the main reason I'm streaming tonight, is because I finished it earlier. Never have to touch the PS3 Last of Us again. And no, I'm not going to do the remastered version. I mean, the remastered version is easier. Especially at 100%.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the
what do we have to
burned
do here? Right, activate the console. Yeah, I have no intention to ever do the PS4 version. This is gonna be good. I don't think I usually have followers when I do this mission. Heart of the Reich is interesting because I still like to tell this story. Oh, let's see what Mr. House wants.
You're here. This is where I wanted you to end up after all.
You wanted me to come down here.
That means I can't deactivate its security.
I'll upload the data. Sounds good. So I guess the question is, who really is the good guy in this game? Because every one of the main factions that you can side with has its ups and downs. Oh, guns that I can't take. Well, I mean guns I can take and sell, but not guns I can actually use. And yes, grenades also, in my opinion, are going to count. So we aren't going to be using grenades. But hey, we can use our allies to our advantage. But yeah, back to Heart of the Reich, and I know that we're going to need a Rad-X down here, unfortunately. I had a doctor's appointment that day. I was getting a physical done for school, because that was going into my junior or senior year. Oh, can't do that. So I was going and getting a physical done for tennis. That would have... It would have been before my senior year. Because that was like my 25th platinum. I think. It was around 25th. It may have been like 26th or so. Okay, why are my stim packs not hotkeyed? Oh, right, because I went in and out of the buildings. Silly me. Oh, and someone else just killed it. Thank you, guys.
All clear.
So I had a doctor's appointment that day for it, and I went to the appointment while, like, in the middle of doing that mission.
Please take cover until...
And my blood pressure was high when they took it. So I attribute that abnormality at the time
do not be alarmed.
to my stress from World at War. Maybe I'm just being an idiot, but it seems like it would make sense. Because that can be stressful. And I keep thinking that that's the button that does VATS, and it's not. It's this. So yeah, there's a funny story of the day. Maybe I'm just crazy, but you never know. Okay, I think we have to destroy this. Yep. Oh, okay, not a good idea.
Your state.
Sentry bots. Oh, we're close to leveling up again. That's good. Let's look around and see if there's anything else down here of any real use. I'm not going to destroy the other generator. Oh, wait, I do have to destroy the other generators. Well, never mind. Oh, that's not good. Take a stim pack. Because in this game, stim packs actually help. Or, I mean, they heal instantly. Of course they help.
Still looking.
Was that not what I was supposed to do? Did I do this wrong? I think I did this wrong. Because that's not what I want to do. I want to... Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on a second, guys. I did that completely wrong. We're gonna have to reload the save because I'm an idiot. I thought something seemed a little off about that. I was wondering why they were marked, though. My favorite Fallout are 3 in New Vegas.
Well...
Because, like, I mean, I love 3. 3's always been a great game. It's always been one of my favorites. And New Vegas is right up there with it in just different ways. Like, Fallout 3, maybe I would say I liked more just because it was the first one I played and I've always really liked it. And because it has the best chance for a remaster of the older Fallout games, so that's also a positive. At the same time, though, I also love New Vegas. Because New Vegas has a lot of good to it as well. And I think most people tend to agree nowadays that it's better. Yeah, I think that's general consensus nowadays that New Vegas is better. And that Fallout 4 is inferior to both, but generally still well liked. Shut up, alarm. Let's hotkey those again. Oh yeah, I forgot Eddie plays music.
Violence will not be tolerated.
Yeah, I don't really care because you're a Protectron. We have our awesome, epic team here.
Put down your weapons and...
Or whatever you want to call our group. Okay, I'm going to let them take out as much as possible. Because that just makes life a little easier. We're going to jump right back down because of those. And the team's going to take him out. Got one of them. Probably shot Veronica a couple times, but that's okay. So I wonder if you can you actually still finish Mr. House's questline if you take down the bunker? That would be interesting if it, like, locked you out of it. Let's up science to 45. Dump some... Actually, you know what? Let's dump those into medicine. So, we have an entire army of Securitrons. Excellent. We may want to go pay for rad treatment in the near future. Because I don't want to use my limited RadAway supply just yet. Yeah, I know. I've seen the videos about that. the countdown thing isn't custom, it's stock footage.
Your work here is done. You have a very bright...
Yeah, because the actual countdown thing is stock footage. It's not anything special. But from what I heard, though, it is a legitimate, like, leak or something, because there's now some kind of internal investigation going on at Bethesda to figure out who did it. That's what I've been hearing, and if that's true, then that means it's a legit thing. A Fallout 3 remaster would make sense. Because of how badly they screwed up 76, they'd want to regain people's trust. And I think giving everyone something that they've always wanted is probably the best way to do it. Because everyone's been asking for a Fallout 3 remaster for a long time. So you never know. Maybe. Alright, so we're going to head back up here, and there is a unique challenge you can do here. Like one of the 2-star challenges, I believe it is. Big ol' artillery guns. Actually, I wonder, can you see the dam from here? Yeah, then why aren't they just shelling the crap out of it 24 hours a day? Oh, okay, that's why. Answer. No, the Fallout, I think 76's DLCs are free. I think that was something they decided on a while ago. A lot more games are doing it. After everything that happened with Battlefront 2 and certain other, and just a lot more games are doing it. Like, I think Fallout 76 is doing it. I think Battlefield 5's doing it. Battlefront 2 at least was doing it.
Shake a while ago. There are rewards for doing it. Go to Benny. Let him know it.
Thank you. Let's talk to him, though.
Baby, what did you...
All upgraded.
Oh, all this time, the old man had an entire army on layaway? Just imagine the look on Baldy's face when those... So all you gotta do is talk... Make Vegas...
I'll do it. So, what we can do here, it's a bit difficult to pull off, but we do have a stealth boy. So we're just going to make a quick save here. That's what I heard. I heard they're going to be free. I don't know if that's 100% true. I think they better be. I feel like the game's probably already been a financial loss just because it dropped in price within a week. And it dropped in... by Black Friday, it was like half price. Okay, so there's no guarantee this works, but... Dang it. And now we can't pickpocket him again, so it's going to take a couple tries, unfortunately. But we're going to do a little challenge completion here. Yeah, like, a lot of games have, you know, 1 or 2 really difficult trophies. I don't know exactly what my chances are. Oh, you know what I just thought of? I just remembered. His weapon is a 9mm. And this is a 10mm only run. So, unfortunately, we gotta do it this way. Die! Man! Do you, like, want to die anytime soon?
A fair kill.
I'm sure you found Benny's demise. Please, let's pray.
Very true. That was
You
fun.
have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gas, you know where to find him.
Sounds good.
Don't know what kind of...
Hey, level up. Okay, I wonder what I should up now. Let's put a few points into repair. Oh, you know what? Actually, there we go. Get lockpick and science both up to 50. Faster progress at times. What is actually going to be useful? That's going to be useful.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Killed him with the machete. Well, that was also back in a time where a lot more games had difficult platinums. Where a lot more mainstream games had difficult platinums. Because nowadays, you don't see a lot of AAA titles with really difficult platinums. I think, or achievements, because I think with the growing numbers of people that hunt trophies and achievements, there are a lot more people that are unwilling to do games that are harder like that. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is go kill or disable Mr. House. We'll go ahead and tackle that next. But first, gun runners. Because I want to buy some 10mm ammo and sell some junk. Like, Killzone 2 is one of those games where overall the experience is difficult. It's not just 1 or 2 trophies. Red Dead 1 is really... it's not terrible. The 100% is the main thing. And the multiplayer, obviously. Which you can at least boost nowadays without a whole lot of trouble if you can get the servers to work. That's one I need to go back and finish. Okay, so yeah, I have 10mm pistols, but I don't need that at all. So what else do you possibly have that's 10mm? Because I know you'll eventually get 10mm. That's it, the Sleepy Time. That's the best 10mm weapon in the game, I believe. Bit expensive at the moment, so we're going to pass that up for now. Unfortunately, we can't put any of this on our weapon. Because, for those who don't know, if you put an attachment on the weathered 10mm pistol, and he has not resupplied his inventory. Fantastic. Oh, okay, well, close enough. I guess that we'll deal with that later. But yeah, if you put any attachment on the weathered 10mm pistol, it breaks it. And that was never fixed. I was actually looking at my phone at that exact moment, staring at it. So I was able to turn it off. Like, Red Dead 1, you don't have to go in and gold medal a lot of the missions the way you do with 2. Which is really nice because that's arguably probably the hardest part of Red Dead 2. But Red Dead 2 is so much more time-consuming. Because Red Dead 2 is a solid 250-hour platinum. I'm not kidding on that. That's what the general consensus seems to be. About 250 hours. You might be able to do it faster. I don't know. There might be ways to speed that up. Alright, let's enter the Lucky 38 and go kill Mr. House. Burping my Chinese food in my mouth. The penthouse, that's where we gotta go, I believe. Oh, you know what I should actually do first? Let's get some easy caps. And sell a few of the snow globes. We gotta find them first, but there's 3 or 4 that are pretty close, that are easy to get. That's one of them. So we're actually gonna go grab some of the snow globes first, because they're gonna be useless to us if we don't give them to him. So that's our first one. There's one back in Goodsprings. There is one in Freeside in the Followers of the Apocalypse base. So all 3 of those are very easy to get to. And that's going to be an extra 6,000 caps once we sell all 3 of them. So I think that's definitely worth doing.
Excuse me, but...
Yes? I'll try to help you. It doesn't really matter, but it's an easy little side quest. It doesn't take long. So we'll go grab the one in Freeside, then we'll grab the one back in Goodsprings. Now, I'm trying to think where the other 4 are. There's one in Jacobstown, the Super Mutant Settlement. I know about that one. And then, where are the other 3? Sort of trying to think back a bit on that, because it's been a while. I think one may be in Nellis, actually. The Boomer base. And then beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think there's one in Prim or Nelson. There might be one in Novak? No, I don't think so. I don't think there's one in Novak. I'm just trying to think if there are any others that are easy to get to. Because let's see, there's the Old Mormon Fort, Goodsprings, Lucky 38. Is there... I don't even know, actually. It's been a while. I don't usually collect all of them. I don't usually spend my time on it, even though it's not like it's that hard to do. Long haul perk actually would be very useful in Fallout 76. It would be extremely useful in Fallout 76. Because I'm over encumbered like 90% of the time. It's not as bad now since they upped the carry weight a couple times for your camp. So not your carry weight, but your camp storage space. Upped it to 800, so it's more tolerable. Okay, yeah, one of them is in the Boomer's base. I remember that one now. And then the one in Jacobstown, so that's 5. I don't remember where the last 2 are. I'd have to see it on the map probably to remember. Or maybe another one around here that I'm forgetting. Okay, so with that knowledge, well, we're going to run back to Goodsprings first because we can get that. And then there's also one in each of the DLCs. But you don't need to have Mr. House alive to get those. The Patriots Cookbook. I completely forgot that that's in this because that's basically the Anarchist Cookbook. Which is a real thing, by the way. I think it taught people how to make, like, weapons and bombs. And I think drugs as well. I think that's what it did. Woo, a whole microfusion cell. I mean, I can sell it, so. Oh, you know what? I forgot we can do this. Let's break down some of these other bullets. And maybe we'll be able to make 10mm rounds in the future. If that's an option. There it is. Oh, we just need large pistol primer rounds. Okay. So we can just break down some of our ammo types. That wouldn't be a bad idea for the future. Challenge complete. Well, I don't know if that's technically counted as a challenge, but either way. So we're going to head up here. We're going to kill the couple things that spawn in up here. So is there... I think there is a snow globe in Novac. I think it's in the storage room. We'll head there next. I mean, just the more easy caps we can get. And since I have a shovel, we can dig up graves. Because that's a normal thing that people do. But this is also an apocalyptic world. That's where we were supposed to be dead at. There's our snow globe. Yeah, we want to get all the money we can out of Mr. House before he dies. Why wouldn't we? Ah, there were no rad scorpions here this time. Or bark scorpions. Been unusual. Okay, yeah, I think there's one in Novac. And then, where else? There's one in Hoover Dam, isn't there? Shut up, alarm. Okay, that actually... If I manage to get that gun... When did I break into the dinosaur? I don't remember doing that.
How you doing?
At all. Or, I mean, not break into it, break into the storage room in it. You don't have to break into the dinosaur. And you know, I think that since we have Veronica with us, we can actually speed up the Brotherhood of Steel quest. Man, how many of them are there here today? A lot of them. It could be the things in RepCon. It might not be here. Okay, I legitimately don't even remember coming in here yesterday. And it looks like it is not in here, so I'm not sure where that one is then. I can always just look it up, but come on, we don't want to cheat unless we have to. Good Springs, Mormon Fort, test site. So test site, that's interesting. That's the one from Lucky 38. Yeah, I'm not seeing any others. That's fine. Or anything else. It could be that it's in like a room or something. I don't really remember. We are going to go to Nellis, though, and we're going to go to Hoover Dam. Because I think that there's one in each of those two locations. Then there's one in Jacobstown, which we're not going to get. Because that's just too out of the way to be worth it. Okay, fastest route to Hoover Dam. There it is right there, so we'll head to 188. That's our closest good place for it. I'll get another water real quick. Much better. Grabbed water and went to the bathroom. Okay, so we need to head east. West. Where are my followers? Did I leave them behind somewhere by accident? I can always use the companion dismissal if I have to, but I don't know where they are. I'm sure they'll turn up eventually. Because it seems that I still have Eddie's perk going. Ah, we've got wild dogs. 3 quick shots, take him down. That was a very loud noise. And we got him. Easy enough. Now can we head right over this hill and get to the dam that way? Let's find out. Or is there an invisible wall? Surprisingly, no invisible wall. Oh, wait, that's the dam back there, isn't it? We're a little ways away from it. We're a little bit to the north. I think there's a star cap around here on one of these tables. Not that I really care, because we're not going out of our way to do that side quest. It's a bit of a dumb one. It gets you a trophy, but that's about the only benefit. Or am I headed in the right direction? Because the fort looks closer. Huh. I think I'm going the right way. Also gotta be careful, because I think we're near... Oh, that's Boulder City, I think. I'm more worried about the fact there are death claws around here somewhere. I think that's to the north, to like the north of Boulder City, though, or more toward the west. Sort of in a middle of nowhere spot. And of course a rock wall here instead of an invisible wall. Oh, maybe I can jump it right here. Is this going to be an invisible wall? Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it be? That's an invisible wall. These 2,000 caps will be worth it, I'm sure. And it looks like we have a road. And the game is lagging quite a bit. There it is. A little bit more troublesome than I expected. I actually went and saw the Hoover Dam last year around Christmas, a little bit before Christmas. Went to Vegas, actually. First time I've ever been there. And we also went and saw the Hoover Dam in the process, so it was cool. Very cool. Very neat feat of engineering. Pretty amazing. You're facing the wrong way.
Survived 4 tours against the Brotherhood back west.
You're literally facing the wrong way for being a guard. Let me go ahead and take my shot. There's our 4th one. Oh, how did the timer go up to 17 minutes? Alright, so that gives me 4. Next thing I need to do is figure out where my team is. Are they back in... Oh, they're back in the Lucky 38 for some reason. I didn't think you had to go talk to him every single time. Alright, so we know that there's one with the boomers. I don't even need to bring them along for this. Because we're not going to go through the boomers quest line. There's no point of doing that. It's just too time consuming. This is a 10mm only speed run. I'm going to take the easiest way out at any point. Honestly, though, I don't think there's that many more missions I have to do after this one that I'm currently on. So it might not even... It might only take a 3rd stream to do this. If you're gonna platinum this game, I highly, highly suggest doing your hardcore run on Independent. Because if you do your hardcore run on as an independent Vegas, it makes it so much easier because you don't really have to do much. You do like the first quest for each faction, talk to the heads of the 2 casinos, and you're basically done. Now, if you're trying to do like a full, legit playthrough on hardcore, then it becomes a bit of a different situation. Because a full-on playthrough on hardcore can be pretty tricky, even on the easiest difficulty. We got Brahmin out here. Are they gonna come after me? It is. Wow, okay. Shouldn't be that aggressive, sir. You're not exactly gonna do much to me. I'll take your meat, though, because I can't get sick in this game. So I actually have some interesting news I found out in terms of TV cartoons. Hey, what are you mad about? What, you're going to be turned into a nice, juicy, delicious steak? I love steak. I barely get to eat it, but I love it. And actually, that reminds me that Kroger, they constantly run deals on meat. I should probably know better than to buy discount meat, but I still do it anyway. I haven't died yet from it, so it's okay. But recently I bought, it was 0.77 pounds of sirloin for less than $4. So, very good deal. Like I said, I didn't get sick or die from it, so I guess it's okay. Energy ammo, unique BB gun. I think the next time I do a run of this game, though, I don't know if I'm going to do this game, another run of this game, next when it comes to, like, this kind of stream, or if it's going to be something else. If it's going to be, like, if I want to switch between this and Fallout 3, alternating between different runs. The next run I would do with this would probably be a 22 caliber run. Now that I know you can pick up a 22 from the very beginning of the game. Because I didn't... For some reason, I was under the impression he didn't stock 22s. I think I'm wrong, though, which is actually a good thing. It means good for the future.
Whoa there, pal.
Let's do the wager. 50 sounds like a fair price. We'll do it, just because I know that we'll survive. But we are going to make a manual save here. Because I do occasionally fail at this. It's heavily luck-based. And plus, now that got my headphones on, there's going to be a delayed audio. So I won't be able to hear them launching. I know that there is, like, a certain tactic you can use. My tactic is always hug the left side and sprint and spam a couple stim packs if needed, which are not hotkeyed. But hey, I made it. First try. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, that went very well. I'm crippled, but that's okay.
Right there. Don't you move.
Simple enough. Run, hide, run.
But I had you zeroed in the whole... Move a muscle. Then just stay.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis.
Sounds good, and I love how your immediate reaction is to bring out a missile launcher. Not an actual normal gun, but like a full-on missile launcher.
Took your sweet time getting... I've been...
You didn't exactly roll out the red carpet.
Those howitzers of ours aren't... Except you. They're...
How might I be of assistance?
You have to keep in mind that seclusion has kept us safe. But my youngers think our gun... You're that little...
Hey.
So I'm trying to remember... what ends up happening to these guys after everything? I can't remember if it changes depending on who you side with in the game. Like, I think maybe I remember hearing that it's like they end up forming a relationship with the gun runners.
Take care of that robot problem for you. Just saying.
What robot problem? Eddie's not even here. We're gonna wait a few hours, and then next time we go back to the strip, we'll get our followers back. We don't need him here at all, so it's fine. Oh, there goes the alarm. Is this where the... No, the bobblehead's in the museum. So normally you would have to complete 3 or 4 of these side quests. We're not going to do that because that would just be silly. Bit of a waste of time if you ask me. This is a pretty awesome settlement though. I mean, fully fenced in and loaded down with artillery. That'd be a pretty good place to live. Is this the museum? Yes. Does it mean you're very heavily... You're probably pretty safe here, so... And one of the cool things is these guys are vault dwellers. There's our snow globe. We're going to tackle your side quest because it takes like 5 seconds. Or it doesn't take long, but... Why do you have BBs in here and no BB gun? It's interesting. We hear about their vault history.
Long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the Overseer wouldn't let us explode anything.
Go and take the shot.
We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own.
I love how you have that calculated.
We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm...
Hey, you lasted 200 years without anyone getting by.
Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know.
Sure, I'll talk to you for a
Now that you know
moment.
the story. So you know about the vaults? In our vault.
So you were in 34.
I saw the little pop.
I believe
And at
Vault 34 was
several the savages.
what was it? It was like Vault 34 had a ridiculously overstocked armory.
And it took. And that's beautiful. And it,
I wish I could fly.
over.
And we did it! They like us now. And that's our first reputation thing. That's funny. That's a super easy little side thing. Because, yeah, I believe Vault 34 was... It had an unlocked armory that was ridiculously overstocked. I think that's what it was. And that was its experiment. Which is a pretty fun experiment, if you ask me. Get to live out the apocalypse shooting guns all day. I can imagine worse things. Okay, so... I think one of the bobbleheads might be up at RepCon up here, but we're not going to bother with that. And one is off Jacobstown up here. I don't care about that. So we're better off just heading back to the Strip at this point. And forwarding the story a bit. Oh, wait. Isn't there one in the Vault Hotel on the Strip? Actually, let me look at that, because if so... Let me look that up real quick. Because I think it's actually on the Strip. It's either on the... Okay, Jacobstown, Old Mormon Fort, Lucky 38. Yes, Vault 21. So I'm correct, it actually is there. This is very much worth the caps. So we got the one at the Mormon Fort. We got the one at the Lucky 38. We're gonna get the one on the Strip. We got the one at Nellis, we got the one at Hoover Dam, and we got the one at Good Springs. Awesome. This also gives us a good chance to go talk to the Meritas on our way out. And we're crippled. Because someone walking around like this seems to be normal. I was thinking there was another one on the Strip somewhere. I couldn't remember where, though. It's in Sarah's bedroom in Vault 21. I believe Vault 21 was... This might have been the one that had the experiment of everyone was a compulsive gambler. And every single conflict had to be solved by gambling. And it surprisingly didn't fail. Like, it was one of the few that didn't fail.
Sarah Weintraub.
You look exactly like some of the characters from Fallout 3. You're not going to shoot me for going through that, are you? No. Alright, so we need to go find her room. It's locked, but we have a high lockpick skill. We're up to 50. 50's good enough for most everything. Maybe not for speech. We want to start dumping some points into speech, so we don't have to fight the final boss. So yeah, Vault 21, I believe, was a... Yes, it was. It was the one where you had to... everything was solved by gambling. But it was one of the few non-control vaults that actually worked out. And didn't end up going horribly wrong. Take all your chems. Karma is merely a suggestion in this game. It is not an actual important factor in this game at all. The only game where karma has anything important to it... Oh, it's going to let me sleep here. Nice. For free. Yeah, the only one where it actually matters is Fallout 3. Because it does actually affect your ending and all. But Fallout 3 also has a much more limited series of endings. Because Fallout 3 has... I think I calculated it once, the number of possible endings.
Things are getting stranger every day.
Because it's like... You have 3 potential endings based on your karma. Under each karma type, depending on which one you pick, you have 3 additional scenes that can show, depending on side missions you finish. So, beyond that, you have... what is it? You have... You can put in the FEV or not. That's 2 choices. You can... Oh, okay, we can't go down that way. You can escape Raven Rock, or you can destroy it. By way of talking to the computer system. Oh, shut up, alarm. That's another 2 choices. Ah, this is her room, I believe. Let me make sure we're safe here. And then it also depends on what exactly you do with the purifier. Like, who you send into it. Like, you can send yourself, you can send a follower, specific followers, I mean. You can send Sarah Lyons, or you can let it blow up. So that's 4 options with that. Times 2 for Raven Rock, that's 8. Times 2 for... What was the other thing I times 2 for? Not Raven Rock, but the FEV. That's 16. And then you have 3 potential options for karma. So that's 48. And then 3 options... Or no, you have... It's 3 options for good, 3 options for bad, and I don't think you get anything special for neutral karma, depending on side missions. So that's an additional 6 possibilities. So 6 times 48, that's 288. I think that's it, actually. 288 possibilities. That sounds about right. I'm amazed I did that in my head. I consider myself to be decent at math, so I attribute that to watching Cyber Chase as a kid. Cyber Chase was like my favorite show as a kid. It's an educational show that was on PBS based around like teaching math and science. And sadly, season 12 that comes out this year is the series finale. I am very sad about that. As like I said, it was one of my favorite shows ever, and it taught me a lot. I still go back and watch it every now and then on YouTube. Oh great, here comes the lag. High lag spike. Just randomly does it sometimes. Let's see if we can pause the game and quit. We're not going to quit out of the whole game. We're just going to pause and quit back to the main menu.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble...
Oh, well.
But we simply can't...
That's fine. Maybe I should have saved during that. Okay, let me go ahead and run a manual save here. Oh god, what the hell just happened to my stream quality? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It's probably because the game just about crashed on me. We go back to main menu, that'll probably fix it. Yep, that fixed it. So that was just because the game was being... and YouTube reading the game screwing up as being an issue on their end. But no, that just happens when you play this game, unfortunately. Why is there a chipmunk on the Hoover Dam symbol? Yeah, the Ultra Lux is the highest quality casino. Whereas the Gamora is the lowest quality, and the Tops is somewhere in between. I wonder what the three casinos are based off of from real life. I'm going to assume that the Ultra Lux is Caesar's Palace, because I want to say that's the nicest one on the strip in real life. But I'm not sure which one specifically the other two are based off of, because there's so many hotels there. As you got the Mirage, the Bellagio, Treasure Island, that's where we stayed. You've got the one that the mass shooting occurred out of. What the heck? Okay, this is being really weird. Is it because I'm online and people keep jumping on and off? People from The Last of Us boost I did earlier, I guess they're still boosting. Because I got what I needed and then jumped out so that someone else who needed more trophies could jump in. So I'm not going to take it up when other people need to play the spot. I only needed like 1 or 2 trophies. Drinking water is also required in Fallout 76. I'm pretty sure the low video output that it keeps telling me about is because of the game lagging. I don't think it has anything to do with my internet this time. I think it's purely the game. But it could be the internet, because Spectrum is a horrible company. I hate Spectrum with a passion. Anyone remember the days of TiVo, when TiVo was a thing? Let's see if that fixes it. Yeah, TiVo was a good thing. I remember that. Okay, so at this point, I got crap I need to sell. We'll sell it to the gun runners eventually. So we ended up with... Yeah, we got 6 of the 7 snow globes. That's fine. We may need this 10mm SMG here. So the next thing we want to do is go take down... Oh, I probably shouldn't take that out on the strip. That's probably not going to go over too well. At least in Ohio, you can't concealed carry a weapon into any location that sells alcohol. Now, I didn't get a concealed carry license up here. I had one back in North Carolina before I moved. But since I don't expect to stay here for more than a year, I know for a fact I'm not going to stay here more than a year. More than 14 months, actually, is the maximum I'm staying here, because that would put me through Christmas.
A bunch of shut-ins who scorn outsiders and hold...
I go back to the penthouse. So because of that, I decided it wasn't really worth going through the process to regain my license. Because I barely go out anyway. And nearly every place I do go out to serves alcohol, so it wouldn't...
Mr. House
I couldn't even do it. What's with the snow globe collection? I don't know where that is, but... I've got 6 snow globes for 12,000 bottle caps. Hi, Peter Rabbit guy.
Have a nice day.
So we're going to talk to Mr. House.
Decade. That's where... But the... A great deal. At the moment, however...
We're going to do this so we get our payment of 1,000 caps. And then we can go kill Mr. House. We got to make sure we milk him for all the money we can, you know?
Step closer to the
Why wouldn't we?
if you would.
I'll take your 9mm so I can sell them later.
I expect you're well familiar with my Securitrons by now. The titanium...
Wait, can I actually drop into there? I thought for a second I could because I didn't see the thing over it.
Its X-25 Gatling laser, produced to spec by Westinghouse Inc., is deadly against soft targets at medium range. And for close-range suppression or crowd control, the all of this you probably already knew. What you did not know is that these are the Securitron's secondary weapons. All this time, my Securitrons...
I do know this because I played through the game numerous times by this point.
...system which lacked software drivers for their primary weapons. Today, with the delivery of the Platinum chip, all that changes. Behold, for the first time...
Mark II Securitrons.
The M235 missile launcher...
With a missile launcher. And they are now on my side.
G28 grenade launcher ensures the Securitron is deadly in close range.
I wouldn't consider a grenade launcher a close-range weapon.
It also includes drivers for the Securitron's highly sophisticated on-board auto-repair systems. Altogether, the Mark II software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit. The city of New Vegas...
That all sounds very good.
...way of protecting it.
It's too bad I'm gonna have to kill you.
We have much to discuss.
I've got... This Securitron army's mine now, buddy boy. Yep, I platinumed Minecraft PS4 quite a while back, like 4 years ago. I think I have the 100% in it. Yeah, I have the 100% in it.
Trips to the basement are rarely... I've since...
What happens next?
Now it's just a matter... Out... They... Recently, one of my roaming Securitron...
Well, actually, I've already met them, and they are friendly. We're gonna up speech to 70. We'll level up a few more times, so it's okay. And up guns the rest of the way. Oh, that just spawned. That spawned earlier than I remember it doing. It's kind of surprising. It usually doesn't spawn until later. Oh, did that... Oh, it didn't count talking to them. That's weird. I thought that counted. Okay, well, our next mission is to deal with Mr. House. Maybe I shouldn't have upgraded the Securitrons. This is probably not going to go well for me. Now they all hate me. Oh, that's bad. And my stim packs aren't equipped anymore. Well, that didn't work. When you list that order, did you list it from highest to lowest or lowest to highest? If I listed highest to lowest, I would say that overall 3 and New Vegas are almost tied in certain ways. Okay, this is going to cause a bit of an issue. I'm not sure what the best way to do this is. I think I might actually wait just a little while to kill him and get something better first. Get some more ammo and stuff first. But yeah, 3 and New Vegas are both among my favorites for different reasons. Then I would say Fallout 4. Then Fallout 76. And then Fallout Shelter at the bottom. Oh. Which is barely a Fallout game. So that's kind of a fair assumption to put it at the bottom. So, at this point, I am going to go back to the Gunrunners and try to purchase supplies. Because I am not looking forward to this fight. I know it's free to play. I'm not interested in Battle Royale. I played a little bit of Fortnite like 6 months ago, and I couldn't stand it. I didn't like it at all. I played like less than 10 games of it and didn't see the appeal. Although I think from what I've heard, Apex Legends is like killing both Blackout and Fortnite, which is awesome. Makes me wonder if Battlefield 5 might end up scrapping its Battle Royale mode.
Welcome, sir or madam.
You have not resupplied. Okay. That's fine. We'll just wait a couple days. You gotta resupply so I can sell some stuff and get some stuff. My phone gives me a Bumble push notification, but it's not for a match. It's just to tell me, oh, there's active users in your area. It's not like I ever get matches, so it's not like I actually care. I can hopelessly swipe right on 1 million people and get one person to respond, usually, out of 1 million. Also, the number of transvestites is ridiculous. Between this and Tinder and everything else, it's insane. Alright. Now do you have what I need? You do not. Yeah, you only have hollow points. Man, so I haven't been playing this game very long in-game. When does the game start? Like, what day does the game start on? Doesn't it start on the 23rd? If it starts on the 23rd, then I was literally playing for like an in-game day. It might be... it might be a little bit earlier than that.
Welcome, sir or madam.
Man, dude. Gonna have a resupply? I think someone actually did a video, like they waited 1,000 years in Fallout 4 just to see what would happen, like in 1,000 in-game years, and nothing happens, nothing changes. Such a waste of life. Like, I'm sorry, but I have no desire to do something like that. Especially since without console commands, you can only skip 24 hours at a time. Come on, dude. Do you want to resupply anytime soon? I know it's like once a week, but... I don't know. I thought I spent more than a day in the game before this. I guess I was really fast yesterday when I was streaming. I mean, I did go straight to Vegas. Still, that's a little surprising. Okay, have you now resupplied? I'd love to break in and steal all those weapons on the back wall. Actually, it doesn't matter because I can't even use them. Okay, we're gonna sell all this other stuff that I can't use. Ooh, that's quite a bit of money. Oh, I don't need that either. Did I do his side quest yesterday? I don't even remember. Cigarettes. Your dinky dinosaur souvenirs that I don't care about. An ashtray that I picked up. Oh, pre-war money. We don't need that. All the ammunition I have is useless. It's not 10mm. Alright, that's 3,000 caps to work with. Okay, first we're going to purchase all your 10mm rounds. And then we're going to see what you have in the 10mm department. We have Sleepy Time. Let me make sure that's the only thing, though. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that's the best thing. I haven't bought that in forever. Sell items through barter. Okay, we got a challenge. Nice. This thing looks awesome. It's silent. I haven't used this in forever. It is silent, and it has a 40-round mag. Very cool. We're gonna be using this thing. Now we gotta go kill Mr. House. And it didn't go well last time. I died. And there's no way to talk your way through this situation either. Oh, it's just now having the guy get murdered by the Securitrons. I'm gonna hang back so they don't accidentally kill me. He just explodes. Sir, that was not a very smart idea. What were you expecting to do? Were you actually expecting to get onto the strip? I do my Russian accent quite well. I can do a Russian accent. I can also do a racist South Park Mongolian accent quite well. I don't know why I can do Russian. It makes no sense. Maybe because I like vodka. But I can do the shitty walk accent. Hello, welcome to Shaywalk. May I take order, please? May I take order, please? And the funny thing is, I'm allowed to say that as much as I won't because I'm Asian. So I can say that as much as I want and no one can say anything to me. It's not racist if you make fun of your own culture. Even though I'm Japanese and that's Chinese, but still.
Enjoy.
Okay, can we take out the Mr. House this time? I don't know what accent that was. That sounded more like a fake Italian. It was like when we played a game of a King's Cup.
Time on the Vegas Strip.
And the original challenge for making a new law was to speak in an Italian accent. Actually, it was a Chinese accent, and then it turned into Italian out of nowhere. I still don't understand that, but I enjoyed it. Okay, this time, we're gonna run by.
Searching. Confirmed. Targeting.
Oh, that was much easier. Why did I not do that the first time? Also, the alarm went off. Why am I doing an Italian accent? That is terrible. Sorry, Mr. House, but I have to do this no matter what faction I side with, unless I side with you. I don't get a choice. Because he's now over 200 years old and sealed. And that is really creepy. I'm sorry, but that is.
If personal, may there...
Well, geez, what's your problem? You refer to yourself as the benevolent dictator or something. Oh, I failed that... Really? That fails that quest? I didn't know that. Hmm. So we're gonna let all our quests fail and such. So now all the factions are gonna like us. But this is what we want to work on. Let's go talk to the White Gloves first, because for some reason it didn't count when I talked to them. So once we talk to them, we'll go back and talk to Yes Man and tell him what we've accomplished so far.
Enjoy your time and enjoy.
Yeah, what you gonna do now? You can't hurt me now. What you gonna do? I think his fake Securitron wife is dead. So we only have... Once we talk to these guys, we'll only have like 2 other factions. Brotherhood shouldn't be that hard because we have Veronica. But I think the other one's the Great Khans, and the Great Khans are always a little bit of a problem.
Oh.
Energy weapons are less common, but have a small number of ammunition types that can be quite potent. Too bad that doesn't matter in this run, because we're running around with the 10mm only. I haven't been going for 2 hours. It feels like it's been longer. I don't know. So let's go talk to the Omertas. That's our next objective. Or the White Glove Society, I mean. I wish I had some better armor. It would come in handy in the final battle. Man, I'm only carrying 65 pounds. That's crazy. Alright, so this time we gotta actually talk to them more. Is the game seriously going to crash on me again, or come close to it? Once we turn over our weapons, I'm going to run to the bathroom again real quick and grab another water. Trying to stay a bit more hydrated than I was yesterday. For my own safety. Man, this is a long loading screen. Is the game mad at me for killing Mr. House or something? Is he considered canonically the good guy? I don't know. I think, hasn't it been declared the canon ending might be the NCR ending? I don't know, actually. I don't know if that's true or not. But I've heard some rumors that that's considered the canon ending. And it's lagging. Fantastic. It's like borderline crashing here. And the stream health shows that. At least I know it's not on my end. It's actually on the end of the game. Okay, I don't think we're going to have a choice but to quit entirely. Well, hang on a second. Let's see. Yeah, we're just going to have to quit out of the game and jump back in. Sometimes this happens. It's just how New Vegas is. Unfortunately, we don't really have a choice. That's why... Alright, I am back. Use the bathroom, get some water, always a good time. So hopefully now that will fix the problems, and another reason why I want to see a remaster. I think, though, from what I've heard, New Vegas is the least likely to get a remaster. Because of, like, the ownership rights on it or something. Can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like... There's some setup with it that's making it really, really unlikely to ever get remastered compared to 3. What the heck? Why did it go red all of a sudden? Hi, Union Project. Apparently it's not working properly. It's giving me a red. Because YouTube is terrible for streaming. But at this point, I'm too lazy to go start streaming on Twitch, and because I know that no one would watch it. Stream health should not be bad.
Beg your pardon, but...
Shouldn't be doing that. Alright, so we need to talk to the leaders. Oh, how come you're okay, you look like what the other faction would call a savage. And yet you're allowed to carry a gun. I want to carry a gun.
Greetings.
This is a pretty nice hotel, though.
How may I be of... I do, but I need someone... Perhaps...
Okay. Is that enough? Is that sufficient? Yep, it is. So we can now ignore the faction entirely. Makes the game much shorter. Your encoder is sending data faster than... What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How do you send faster than real time? What? How YouTube, you're an idiot. I mean, I think we've realized that over the last year how stupid YouTube is. YouTube is having a lot of issues over the last year or two. Is that an ambulance outside? No, that's a bus. I just saw, like, flashing lights, but that's a bus, not an ambulance. Apparently we're all watching girls dance in the fountain.
Ladies, please disperse.
I forgot this could happen.
Big man, roll up in here.
All right, enough fun for tonight.
Oh, it's the law, girls.
Are you going to spank us? I so love handcuffs.
Wow, okay, so some kinky shit going on here.
Continuing patrol. The fountain is a restricted area.
These Securitrons are on my side now, boy. Your encoder is sending data faster than real time. So basically, you're saying that my 3-year-old Elgato
Over any weapons you might be carrying.
is more functional than YouTube, than this multi-trillion-dollar site, or billion. I like that last option here, but we're just gonna be nice about it. Because we need to go talk to Yes Man. Now that wouldn't surprise me if YouTube's just being stupid because it's YouTube and YouTube is stupid. Okay, no, he's in Benny's suite, that's right. Forgot about that. Some of these things are confusing. Presidential versus certain specific suite. God, has anyone experienced this issue before? Your encoder is sending data faster than real time. That's so stupid. That seems like it would be an issue on YouTube's end, not mine. Whoa! Yes, man! Where are you? Where'd you go, buddy? Did you go into the tunnels? Okay, that's kind of weird. He just... Where'd he go? Because I know Yes Man never disappears because he's your backup option if you screw up every other faction. Where'd he go? Did he go to the Lucky 38 or something? Okay, I have checked my video settings. There's nothing wrong on my end, YouTube. I don't expect you to function because we already know how you work, but still. Okay, so that's the Great Khan's objective. Where does it want me to go? Those 3 markers are a little confusing. Why are there 3 markers inside the tops?
I got a pal. Says the Legion's calling in their 18 car.
There's at least one thing here. So yeah, tell Yes Man that you've decided to ignore. That's what we want to do, but he's not there.
Leaders. We're talking the boys from Arizona, baby.
That lets us exit, so that's not what we want to do. That also lets us exit. Okay, hang on. This is being really weird. Let's exit the casino and head back in. Oh, hello. You came outside of the casino for some reason.
Mr. House is out.
I didn't realize you did that.
Isn't this exciting? I know I'm excited.
It's been a while since I've done this faction, because when I did the Let's Play of the game, I did it as NCR, and then my most recent playthrough a year ago was Mr. House. Okay, then. I didn't realize that happened. That's actually really funny. Ah, Caravan, the game that I don't even think the developers understand how to play. Because it's weird and dysfunctional. And the rules don't always seem to apply properly. Why is my stream health red? That makes no sense. Okay, yes, man. You're plugged in now.
Here goes.
So your Securitron's gonna die, right? Yep, it is.
Mr. House had quite a setup here. Every Securitron on the Securitron
I upgraded them.
on standby. I see a status log. They'll be all set to go.
I'm familiar with the boomers. They can be ignored.
That
I know enough about the Emeritas, so they can be ignored. The White Glove Society can be ignored. Perfect. Caesar's Legion doesn't like us anymore. Oh, it gave us the quest for them hating us. That's surprising. Are we going to get the one for the NCR? Yes. Why does that make him hate me, though? That's kind of weird. They shouldn't dislike me because I did what they wanted me to do. Like, I got rid of Mr. House, and that's what both factions want you to do. That's kind of weird, actually. Huh, okay then. I'm reloading the page right now, so if it... See if it does anything.
You can't help but notice that the Brotherhood barely exists to these people. We just... Now... Yeah, but only if you... Something's gonna have to change. Should have brought... Aw.
Okay, you're following me now. I didn't actually mean to talk to you. It's still... What's wrong with the settings? Like, what is up, YouTube? Why are you so terrible? I don't understand that. My video settings are fine. Like, YouTube, what is wrong with you? Why do you not function? As Elgato doesn't let me change my resolution or my frame rate. Okay, so we gotta meet with the Brotherhood and Red Rock Canyon. Okay, I don't really remember what the fastest way there is. Probably through out of Good Springs. So we'll meet with the Brotherhood first. Because I think that's going to be a little easier. Shut up, alarm. Last one of the night, by the way. I've had enough for a night. This is my last drink of the night. Oh, no, not that. Okay, that's going to take us to the Great Khans. So it's the one on the right. This is the one we want to go after. Let's go ahead and re-equip stim packs. I might need a few more before we go into the final battle, which will probably be done in the next stream. Like, seriously, your encoder is sending data faster than real time. That makes no sense. That legitimately makes absolutely no logical sense. I'm pretty sure it's just YouTube being stupid. Because YouTube, they have no idea how to treat creators or stream properly. I mean, they're only a multi-billion-dollar company. They shouldn't be able to function, is that right? Ooh, look at all that. Stuff I can sell, at least. I don't want your damn varmint rifle, but... take all the other stuff. I can sell it later, so I'll take it. And it looks like the video's working fine. So I don't know what's up with it. It's weird. Okay, there's our faction marker, so let's go meet up with the Brotherhood as soon as possible. We've got our suppressed 10mm machine gun. Because it's awesome like that. But yeah, once we do this, we might be able to skip some of the quest because we have Veronica. Which is kind of awesome, actually. Speeds up the process a little bit. Is that Prim? No, that's the correctional facility. I don't know why I thought that was Prim. I guess I thought the fence looked like a roller coaster. Oh, is that like a powder ganger or fiends camp? It's a fiends camp. No, it's a powder ganger. Okay. Well, they don't hate me yet because I haven't done anything against them, so they don't hate me. So we're going to use that to our advantage. Eddie! Eddie! Where'd you go? Did I forget to recruit you? Probably. I mean, it doesn't matter because this is a Brotherhood quest and we don't need Eddie for it. And there comes the smoke that just pops in out of nowhere. Those red marks better not be Brotherhood being hostile toward me. Because I ran into some weird issue with that on my Mr. House most recent playthrough like a year ago. Like, the Brotherhood just appeared hostile to me before even meeting them. It was really weird. I've never seen that happen before. Veronica, just kill him so I don't waste my ammo. Or, I wasted all of, like, 2 bullets, so who cares? Oh, you got a hollowed out rock here. With turpentine in it. Why you hid turpentine inside of a fake rock, I do not know. That seems really stupid. Seems like a big waste of resource. Oh, there's Eddie. Okay, I don't think this is the correct bunker. It is not. But we'll still pick the lock. For absolutely nothing. So that's not the bunker we wanted to go to. Now you are following me. Don't act like you are, though. So I feel like this stream notice thing is probably just the fact that my Elgato is banned on YouTube. Because Logic. Or because potatoes. I'll be happy with that because potatoes are love and life. Anyone remember that quote from Game of Thrones Telltale? The potato quote. It's like the best thing in any Telltale game. When he's like, the guy you're working with is, it's like, how'd you end up here? It's like, fucking potatoes. And your character is literally like, you fucked potatoes.
Hold on, I've got this.
It's absolutely hilarious.
I'd like a large atomic shake and a double Brahmin burger. And easy on the agave sauce this time.
We gave you.
What?
It's for your safety.
That doesn't make sense.
Open up.
For Pete's sake. Opening up.
That makes about as much sense as eating potatoes. Well, that makes life a little easier. I love potatoes, by the way, even though I'm on a low-carb diet. I still eat potato more often than I should. So what's going to happen? I haven't been here this early in the game in a very long time.
Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't... But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you... Oh.
Really?
I want to talk to you. My office is right here in case you need...
Okay. Wow, so if you have Veronica, this is so much easier. Because that means you only have to do the quest with dealing with the NCR Ranger. That's actually kind of a nice shortcut. So we're done there. No, all we have left is to talk to the Great Khans and then we're like done. I think there's maybe one other side quest we have to do. That's about it. Oh, that's a bit out of range. We don't have any locations near there to go to. Let's travel to the gun runners and go from there. That'll give us a good solid fast travel point until we can find a better one. Make sure we're going in the right direction now. We are. Oh yeah, isn't Veronica a lesbian? And that's like part of the reason she got kind of shunned from the Brotherhood? Or am I just crazy thinking that? Because I feel like that's a canon thing, but I could be wrong. It's been a little while since I played the game. Nothing wrong with that, obviously. Just pointing out that that's like maybe the reason she was shunned or something. I could be completely wrong, though, like I said. What is that outside? Did it snow or something? Legitimately, did it snow tonight? I wasn't supposed to do that. Because I'm sort of looking through my blades, blinders, whatever you call them. I don't know why I called them blades. blinders, things. Almost looks like it snowed tonight. I didn't think it was supposed to do that. Man, it's just the lighting being weird. And of course, we're not going to go bother with the Enclave, because I'm thinking of that because there's an Enclave remnant around here. We're not going to bother with that because that's just extra effort for no real payoff. Oh, hello. Explosive. Well, let's get ready to deal with whatever decided to launch that. I don't know where Eddie is. He disappeared again. Also, these walls are nice that they're set up here, like this was NCR territory or whatever. Oh, I specifically remember something that I hated about going out here. The territory we're about to enter is occupied quite heavily by the Cazadors. That is not a faction in the game, that is an animal. A mutated animal. Ooh, this thing's quite powerful. I'll take and sell your grenades later. Veronica, you want to do all the work so I don't actually have to do anything? Why do all the Brahmin have mutated ball sacks? I'm not sure I ever noticed that, but I'm noticing it now. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Okay, don't kill me here. That was close to death. I can sell that. Okay, I thought that was Veronica shooting at me for a minute, but it's not. Ooh, this is a good gun. Very good gun. Weapons we can sell later. Oh, we're almost halfway there. That'll heal us a bit. My video settings are still weird because YouTube is terrible. YouTube does not understand the requirements of streaming. Why would they care? They have PewDiePie and Ninja and T-Series. Why would they care about all the other creators? It makes no financial sense. Not to mention, isn't their CEO like a total asshole? I mean, I think most CEOs are probably going to be considered assholes, but YouTube definitely being in there because it matters more to me. Okay, so we gotta figure out a way through here, and unfortunately, I don't remember. Hey, level up! Get speech up some more, so we can skip the final battle, and guns up. And we'll put our remaining points into barter, because why not? Honestly, none of that's particular. Yeah, I don't really need any of that. Even Bloody Mess is okay. Swift Learner wouldn't be bad because we can level up a little faster. Maybe make everything go a little bit faster, just be able to level up more. Maybe get an extra couple level ups before we finish the game. It would make things a little bit easier, so I can't complain. Okay, come on. We gotta not have invisible walls here. And that's an invisible wall. That's just how this game is. That's an invisible wall, and we can't do anything about it. Gonna have to go the long way around, I suppose. And this is going to take us through Cazador territory. Everyone's favorite enemy. I'd sometimes rather fight Deathclaws over Cazadors, because Cazadors are just stupidly annoying. Can we go up this hill? I'm gonna assume not, but it's worth a try. Nope, we can't Skyrim up this hill. That's unfortunate. Am I missing something? I don't remember this being that hard to access. So you can now breathe fire like a dragon. Makes me think of Spyro 3, which I'm playing through right now. Hopefully I'll have it done by the weekly trophy update, so I can go ahead and send it back. If not, I'll have it done early next week. It's got some advantages that you don't actually have to 100% all the levels, the way you did in Spyro 1 and 2, but it does have some annoying aspects. That stupid double dragon fight was awful. We have to fight both the dragons using the flame and flying power-up. Oh god, that was terrible. That was not a fun experience at all. And I got through it. It's not like I died much, it's just it took forever. And the guide said it was the most annoying boss in the Spyro game. I would not agree with that. Between Gulp from Spyro 2 and even like the first boss from Spyro 3 were harder, so I wouldn't really agree with that. And that is the Great Khan Camp. Camp. Let's go. We're going to complete this part of the side quest. Or side quest, not side quest. I shouldn't be tired. It's only like 10:30. Oh, it's not even... No, it is 10:30. Never mind. Okay. Oh, hey, Veronica. You showed up.
Yeah?
Okay, we gotta find the leadership of the Great Khans and talk to them. Are they in this building here? I believe they are. I think we just need to talk to them. I don't think we need to actually do anything. Because they're aligned with the Legion, as far as I remember. Alright, so I think if we just talk to them, we'll be okay.
It's starting to feel like tensions are coming to a boil.
So the cub enters the wolf's den.
What can you tell me about your people?
In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago.
So,
But we
14 years
underestimated the
old,
families.
Bitter Springs.
When the NCR came... What? Have you now?
It really doesn't matter what you say because I've got the quest complete. So it's all good. Yeah, the Followers of the Apocalypse are considered the bad guys by the NCR, which is really weird.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan.
Who are you?
My name's Regis. I'm Papa's second in command. You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right? He's fixated on restoring the glory of the great Khans. Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He lives...
Okay, so, you seem like a good guy. So we could do your side quest, but we're not gonna do that because there's no purpose to doing so. We can just head right back to the strip and go ahead and finish this quest. Alright, so we can head back onto the strip now that we finish this. Jeez, we're already very close to the end of the game. If I had a higher speech skill, I would say we could go ahead and complete it. Because we're not quite in position yet. I really want to have 100 speech. And I guess we could still probably do it. It wouldn't be easy, but we could probably still do it. If so, that would confirm the beliefs of how short this game can be. Hello, Dusty Crabmeat? Is that your name? That's a very random name. I'm not a big fan of crab. I'm not really a big fan of seafood in general. As weird as that may sound, I love meat, but I'm not really a big seafood person. I mean, Payne's tried to get me to do sushi forever now, and I'm really not interested. Because, I mean, that's raw fish wrapped in... I like seaweed and I like rice, but I'm not a big fan of raw fish. I've visited the Great Khans, and we're going to ignore them. And we're going to ignore the Brotherhood.
Here's some... Forget about the president.
Ignore the president of the NCR?
Override module. Take the module.
Okay, I thought I had to do that. Apparently not. Something about yes and a Nigerian prince? What? What did I say? I don't even know.
Oh.
Now I know for a fact you'll follow me. We might actually be able to finish this tonight. This is less than I thought it is. So you can literally speedrun this game in like 6 hours then. Which is really, really short. And you could probably do it even faster if you tried. Okay, the 188 trading post is our nearest location. We'll go there. So yeah, if you side independent, you can skip like nearly the entire game. I think independent's really only there if you screw up the rest of it. It's there to where, like, if you screw up the rest of the game, you have an alternate option. So you aren't completely, like, done for and you can't finish the game. As I remember this mission, I mean, I can't remember it being an independent task, but I guess it is. And we might actually finish this tonight. That'd be crazy, just finish in 2 days. Because, like, I have an idea for what I want to do for Fallout 3. But that run is going to take significantly longer than this. Because runs of Fallout New Vegas using only a specific weapon or whatever are not that time-consuming. Because you can side independent at any time and skip, like, all the side missions. So Fallout New Vegas, you can speed run pretty fast, but Fallout 3 doesn't really let you do that without sort of cheating. I mean, with Fallout 3, with the run I have intended, would probably be a solid 30-hour thing. So it wouldn't be a quick experience.
All the juice from Hoover flows right through the Dorado. Stay out of... They got to President Kimball. How long can we hold out? We keep an eye out for Legion raiding parties.
Stay out of the control room. They got to President... So is it canon that he gets killed if you don't do it this way?
We won't go quietly.
Okay,
They
great.
got to President Kimball. How long can we hold out?
So they actually kill him? That's interesting. I didn't know that. You see, I don't know if I agree with that on the Fallout games. Like, there was literally no one in here. That's crazy. Because Fallout 3 is a fairly typical good versus evil story. Like, it becomes very obvious that the Brotherhood are the good guys and the Enclave are the bad guys. And there's really nothing else to it. New Vegas is a lot more fleshed out as a story. It gives you the idea of all these factions have their good and their bad, and there's no clear cut who you should side with. Because the NCR... Yes, they're the largest republic remaining in the world following the nuclear war. But they're also very imperialistic and have their own issues internally. The Legion is probably overall considered the bad guys, but they bring order to areas that have suffered in the past. The, Mr. House is... He considers himself to be the benevolent dictator. But at the same time, his assertions of, you know, the world basically being reborn and recolonized within a century and, you know, sending colonization to other solar systems within 100 years, it seems very logical based on what we know about him and would be the positive step forward for humanity. Despite the fact that he's considered a benevolent dictator or whatever. And then independent, obviously, you get to control Vegas. Which is kind of awesome, but like, do you really know what you're doing for the future? Yeah, you can't really join the Enclave in Fallout 3. Like, the closest thing to it is not destroying their base and inserting the FEV, which is really not a good thing.
Love seeing the lucky... Exciting news! The lead...
So he died. Holy shit, I can go to the final battle.
Turns out, there are two ways. You could route the dam's power output to the facility under Fortification Hill. That'll wake up the other option is destroy the dam's generators. Without those, you don't have to decide yet. For now, good.
Wow, okay, so I guess we're gonna complete the game. That is so short. We're not gonna do that just yet. We're gonna run over to the gun runners to buy more ammo. Wow, you can really speed on this. Because we're only at 2.5 hours today and like 2.5 hours yesterday. So you can really speed run this game if you do independent. So this might actually, I might have to change my own personal rating of this from being a 5 out of 10 in difficulty. Because you can speed run the hardcore mode. Because if you do independent for your hardcore playthrough, you can literally just run through the game in like 5 hours on the easiest difficulty and not really have a problem, just the final battle maybe. Not really enough to make any real difference. Okay, I doubt you're going to be restocked yet. You are not. So we're going to wait a few days until you restock. And I'm going to purchase 10mm ammo just because I think it'll be helpful for the final battle. But then we're going to be able to go do the final battle already. I know she's still at the Lucky 38. We got to go back there in a minute anyway. I'm just going to wait this time out to buy more ammo, and then we're going to go back there to start the final battle. So I just left her there. I mean, there's no point. We're just going to be sitting outside of the gun runners for a few days. So there's no point of wasting time talking to her if it's not going to do anything for me. Believe me, I forgot her earlier today, though. Her and Eddie, I was just completely forgetting about them. Alright, do you have ammo yet?
Or madam.
Yes, you do. Fantastic. I wonder if I can actually equip one of those to the unique weapon. You know what? I mean, we're at the final battle. Why not just mess around a little bit and see if it works? And this is literally the finale. We're basically done. Let's just see if it works. I don't think it will, but it's worth a try. Oh, I forgot to sell that stuff. Okay, it actually gives us the mod option. That's weird. That is really weird.
Welcome, sir.
I forgot to sell you my useless junk. Or useless items that I actually can't use because of this playthrough. Turpentine that I picked up somewhere. Alright, we got 443 rounds for the 10mm. Let's do it. We're ready. Let's do this thing. Well, actually, I would like to have my speech skill up higher. that is the one issue I have, is that I don't know if we're going to be able to take out the final boss using only a 10mm. Because normally you would speech challenge him. I say, let's give it a try and see what happens. Because we're at the end of the game, let's do it, guys. Let's see if we can do it. I really want to give it a try and see if it's possible. So that's our goal, a 10mm only run with our followers. If we do it here, then that's going to be awesome. That's going to be a really quick finish.
Please, do not stand in the fountains.
Do not stand in the fountains like that NCR group we saw earlier. The whores standing in the fountain, dancing, trying to get money. Like, what was the purpose of that? I'm honestly curious, like, what was their purpose of standing there? Okay, I don't think it's going to matter that we hit follow me because we're about to go into the final battle, but let's do it. I think we can do it. Not even at 100% speech. We're going to kill the Legate and see what happens. See if we can do it. We're all going to find out whether or not you can beat Fallout New Vegas with a 10mm only.
Are you ready to head? Great. You could route the... Good.
It's going to be interesting, you know? Like, Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Crap. Because I've seen a lot of, like, things recently, like runs of games. Just doing them in special conditions. And it makes me want to do some myself, because I know of a few things I can do. Like some of the old Nickelodeon games, I have some challenge runs for those. That I at least like to attempt. Because I got into this watching, I think it was Seamycraft was his name.
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
Because he did, it was first initially Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 with no star bits.
Let's get going.
Which is absurdly difficult, by the way. Those videos are really interesting, and I would highly recommend checking them out. Oh, hello, Legion. I'm gonna let my team take you out. Or, yeah, that actually worked. You guys take him out. I'm not gonna do any of the work. I gotta save as much as possible for the final boss fight because I don't have 100 speech skill. Because what fun is that? Like, I was initially gonna do that, but you know what? What fun is that? Only having, like, not having 100 speech skill. If you have 100 speech skill, you can skip literally every fight in the game. I'm not even kidding on that. You can skip almost every fight. And, you know, what fun is that for a video? Just speech challenging someone? Like, that's not fun at all. That doesn't do anything for us. Like, what's the purpose? That doesn't really do anything for us. What difficulty am I on? I'm honestly curious. Normal, okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to check that for this. Normally we'd have the boomers coming in and murdering everything, but we didn't side with them, so we're not going to bother with that. Like I said, I'm saving as many of my 10mm rounds as possible.
Come on.
Let Veronica and my Securitron army do all the work. Because why not? Those bitter drinks are useless, aren't they, like, poisonous? That or their coffee. Same thing. And I really like coffee, and I say that. I've become a bit of a coffee person over the last year. I have an espresso machine. And I like it a lot, because it works really well. Excuse me?
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
The control room? Oh crap, I have a different objective. Let's go in and enable the thing. It would have been nice to have the Brotherhood of Steel here, because if you do this legitimately, you can have the Brotherhood of Steel come and fight for you. And, like, come in here and fight. Which is really cool, like, that you can get some really cool combination endings in this game. Because there are so many more options in this game. Because the base game only has 6 or 7 major decisions. Fallout 3, I mean, not the base game. New Vegas has so many options. Because you have 4 different factions you can side with. You have an absurd number of side quests you can do that all honestly affect it.
No one is allowed into the control room.
You're not actually going to attack me? That's surprising. Why is my 10mm this effective against you?
Fire!
That's surprising. Wow. Is it because I'm so low leveled? That's the only thing I can think of, is because I'm so low leveled. Maybe it's that effective. Yeah, I don't care. Fuck the NCR.
Hi!
There's an imperialist bitch tards. I don't know. Because like I said, you can literally argue that every single faction in the game is good or bad. It's not clear-cut the way other games are. That's one of the things that makes this one so good. Is that it's not really clearly defined who the good and bad guys are. Because yes, every faction has its positives, but every faction has its negatives. And I would say, personally, really looking back at the game, I would say the NCR is not the good guys the way that I think it's canonized. Like, I think it's canonized to have the NCR be the winning faction. But I would say, personally, that from everything I've ever looked at for this game, that Mr. House is the best. And let me defend that before anyone comes and attacks me over it. As you see, the NCR, yes, they sort of... Or, I mean, Mr. House isn't perfect by any means. But when you think about it, when you see the stuff he promises, he's the technocrat, basically. And, you know, he's almost... He argues that he can almost single-handedly rebuild the world. And he's, you know, he was the smartest mind on the planet before the nuclear war. And it actually does make a lot of sense when you start to really look into it. So I would argue that Mr. House is probably the best faction you can side with, in terms of, like, best possible ending. He has his issues, obviously. There's no denying that. But overall, I think he might be the best faction. Because he seems like, you know, the idea of he can bring back industry. He can put people colonizing other planets within a century. And he seems like it's completely legit because he was the smartest person on the planet before the war. He managed to save all of Vegas.
You are.
So it's really an interesting thing to think about. And that's part of what makes this game so good, is that it doesn't give you a single clear-cut good faction. It gives you a lot more story, a lot more theory to it, a lot more ambiguity. And that's part of what makes this such a good game. Is that, you know, it gives you a lot more open-endedness to it. It's not, you know, defined early on, and it's not obvious. Any faction could be considered the best. And I mean, Obsidian did a very good job of telling the story. Because realistically, you can argue that any faction is better than any other. And that's something you really can't say about the other Fallout games. Because Fallout 3, it's blatantly obvious how they want you to side. And they really don't give you any other option than to side with the Brotherhood. I mean, technically you can do some of the Enclave's bidding, but not really. And it can ruin the game experience if you don't do it properly. Oh, I actually can't jump that. Well, that's unfortunate. Can I go off the side? Maybe. Because there was a ladder there. Never mind. And then Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is also a bit ambiguous. Like, Fallout 4 doesn't give you a clear-cut best faction to side with. Because, like, the Minutemen may seem like the good guys, but they have no organization, no centralization. There's no guarantee they're going to be able to keep any sort of peace for a long period of time. The Brotherhood is like an occupating army. They have some good to them that they're going to be able to help keep order, but they're going to act like an occupying army. They're not. They're going to have issues. And then, you know, the Railroad, they're the ones trying to free all the enslaved androids. Might seem like a good thing at first, but you realize that they're not really going to do anything positive for you. Yeah, Veronica, just stay in cover while we let the Securitrons do all the work. Because I'm going to be using this ammo later for the actual final battle because I can't skip it. Move forward, my friends. If I beat this whole thing on normal, that's actually going to be kind of surprising. I'm honestly not sure why I'm still scavenging bodies. That literally makes no difference at this point. Because that's not 10mm. Someone's launching missiles, and there's no one here, so I don't know why he's doing it. Oh, there it is! That's the end game right there! We're already there. We're at the very end. Provided I don't fall through the floor. That's a lot of missiles, and it seems like you're killing your own people most of the time. Let you do your work first. Just in case. I don't think it would be necessary, but just in case. We don't need that. I don't know why I'm carrying that. We don't need that either at this point. I mean, the anti-material rifle, we don't need it either, but it might be kind of fun to have. So we gotta go kill the final boss, and we can't skip this fight. God, we're at the end of the game. Like, this was so much shorter than I thought. New Vegas is shorter than I remember it being. You can skip so much by doing the independent Vegas. Like, I'm honestly surprised. You can skip a lot. I'm very shocked at how much you can skip. Because we literally did, like, nothing, and we're on the final battle. It's like a 6-hour playthrough. So that makes the the hardcore mode easier. There's really not that much you have to do. Because you can just run around the map and do everything pretty easily. You don't even... If you have Veronica, you can avoid the Brotherhood of Steel quest. Just... Wow, I'm honestly surprised because I haven't finished the game in a long time, but this is much easier than I expected it to be. Who cares what I pick up? It's a, the games say, like, there's no post-game free roam. Who cares? Think you're gonna do anything to me? Oh, crap. You are gonna do something to me because you're using a high-powered weapon, I guess. Oh, Veronica went down. Well, that's unfortunate. Who downed me is my question. Like, who actually did that much damage to me? Level up! Oh, I have 17 skill points. Do I have enough? I have almost enough. You know what? I might be able to take, like, a perk or a drug to avoid that. Maybe not. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Okay, she's back, so it's okay. Regardless. We have 400 bullets or 350 bullets, so I should have dumped those points into guns instead. Because that would have been more useful. There he is. Legat Lanius. We can speech you for a bit, but I don't think we're going to have enough. We're 1 point short. We are literally 1 point short of being able to kill him. Or stop this. That is terrible. Oh god, Veronica's dead. Okay. 1 point short. Seriously? Like, really? You couldn't just give that to me at this point? Okay, let's just eat everything unhealthy in my inventory and take all the drugs, because who cares at this point? That's why I did in Fallout 76, and it works for me sometimes. Is he dead? No, he's running away. Dude, come back here, you little pussy. Come back here, puss. Yeah, that's right, you little pussy. Come back here. How did she get revived? I thought she was dead. Dude, what is he doing? I think he's, like, glitched or something. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, I think I just killed Veronica by accident. He's not even doing anything to my followers. Because Veronica revived herself out of nowhere. Headshots. Oh, that didn't do as much damage as it said it would. I got more than enough ammo. As long as... as long as I can stay alive. He's tough. He's not an easy boss. That's why I wanted to be able to skip it. Just use up all the stim packs it takes. We're at the end of the game. It's all good. Oh, come on! I was hitting the stim pack button. So I know this is doable. That's crazy. We're only like level 10. We're not even speech challenging him. And like, if you were smart enough to max out your speech skill before this, that's crazy, actually. Like, that's actually very, very interesting. So you can make this game quite easy. I mean, yeah, hardcore mode would be a different story, but you could... If I was doing this on hardcore, I would have spent a little extra time grinding points to get speech up to 100, and I'd be able to skip this. So that's interesting. I'm actually quite surprised at a lot of this. So you guys not gonna kill him? So literally, Leggett Linnaeus is literally the only hard enemy in the entire game. On this kind of a run.
For the Brotherhood.
Everything else is pretty easy.
Retribution!
Veronica just murders everything with a power fist. Up until him. I'm going to take all the healing items these guys drop because I'm going to be able to use them. And this time, instead of bothering with speech, we're going to up guns. That's going to make us a little more effective in fighting him. And then we're going to take all the combat enhancing drugs. Which I never really used before Fallout 76, but they're actually quite useful in 76. And it looks like we are going to take down the Leggett with our current setup, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to literally take some of every drug I have at this point. Because who cares? Just take some of everything. It's not going to hurt me. We're at the end of the game. It's all going to help me.
An envoy of...
Can't wait to take it as a trophy. Fantastic ending. See, he's already like a tenth of the way dead. Why are you only going after me? Like, why are you not going after my team? I'm gonna shoot you with Sleepy Time numerous rounds. Oh, he's not dead yet. That's not good. And he's... Oh my god, that did a lot of damage. He's gonna be more of a problem than I thought. My Securitrons can do some, but not enough. Oh, he's dead. Oh, this is bad. We killed a Praetorian Guard. That's great. I have more than enough ammo, but... just staying alive long enough to actually finish off the boss. And my drugs are already out? Really? Man, he has a lot of health left. Oh, okay. I can... That's not what I wanted to have happen. Where'd he go? Where the hell did he go? The game just froze. The game legitimately just froze. On the final battle. I'm not even kidding. It just froze. It's crashed. Really? I mean, seriously? Well, screw that. That's so stupid. I mean, we're still gonna finish it tonight. I'm gonna just have to reset the PS3, which is complete bullshit. So I gotta reset the whole stupid PS3 because the game decided to crash. That's why we need a remaster so badly, because that happens. So we'll be back in just a moment if it actually decides to work.